When I caught the first glimpse in the sunlight and kind of like a haze over it, it was like, wow, we're here.
I knew I had to take advantage of the opportunity.
A deep, I guess, like soul tie has been made with this land. You come here, you're exploring your Judaism, you're exploring this beautiful country. The result is magic.
Coming here immediately, I understood it's not just a trip for fun. Our hearts are impacted. The connections that we created, they were almost immediate. I've always identified as a Jewish woman. It's what I feel, but I've never really been in the Jewish community. And I think that the main reason that we all bonded so much is that we had the same experience of some of us have the Jewish identity, some of us didn't. And we were all seeking to gain more of it.
I was born in Brazil. My family has been in Brazil for 3 or 4 generations, and my dad was doing some ancestry searches, and he found out that on his side of the family, they were all Jewish, and they came from France. Just this year, my entire family went to the mikveh, and we officially converted. Going to Israel this year on Birthright was an incredible experience because it put into perspective my place in the Jewish community.
I remember at the end of my Torah portion in my bar mitzvah, I remember saying that I'm going to commit myself to the Jewish community, and that was a thing that I guess I gave myself, but also that the trip gave me, because without that trip, I wouldn't have made such a claim like that. I do a lot of Israel activism on my campus, and going to Israel gave me like better context. It gave me a better reason for my fight. And it also gave me a concrete example of where my ancestors came from and how we came to be as a people. My grandparents actually were from Mandatory Palestine, but hearing stories and seeing pictures, those were just pictures, but then going there, I guess what it did for me was kind of just validated everything that I saw. Instead of everything just being like a story that I was told as a kid, it was real life.
When I came back from Israel, my immediate thought is, what can I do now to keep the connection alive with Israel and grow the connection with my Judaism?
The potential is like amazing. You could have a kid who is basically unaffiliated, but just because they went on a Birthright trip, it has opened up all those different doors, and they come back and they're on fire for their Judaism. They want to be a part of their community.
It was so wonderful getting together the other night with everybody for Shabbat dinner. It was the first time that I had seen some of them since the trip, but we already have plans set up, so I know it won't be the last.
Tonight we're at Hillel 818, which is the local Hillel that serves California State University of Northridge. Tonight is our mega Shabbat, so this is our biggest Shabbat event of the year. We're expecting around 130 people to come here, and we're having 3 different services, and it's a time for relaxation, good way to end the week.
Music is one of my priorities in life. To have that service with the musician playing a djembe and singing, it stirred something up in me that I only get when I'm playing. We'll wail on the next one. And when I first started playing percussion for Friday night services, all I know is that I had that connection with music from the start. I feel like it's a way for me to give back.
I'm doing what I can to create the Jewish community that I've been seeking. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It's been so wonderful to catch up with all of you, and I'm so happy that we're all still in touch with each other. I truly feel like you're my family. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
You have to think back, what's the whole point? When there's a Hillel that pops up, or there's a big Jewish community having a Shabbat like tonight, it's like, what's the point? Because obviously, yeah, it's tradition and like all of this, but having Israel, I think, as the background, the whole place where the epicenter of where everything is, going to that epicenter, experiencing everything there, and then bringing it back here makes it all worth it.
I didn't just go and have a good time and then I came home and I got back to my normal life. It's given me the gift of community and identity.
I think the gift and the many gifts that come within that gift of Birthright is somewhat of a seed. My future, I think, will always come back to Israel and the impact that Israel had on me. To the donors that make the trip possible, thank you doesn't cut it.
I appreciate so much what they're doing, and so does everybody else that I have met on this trip. Sometimes when you donate money, you don't really know if it's making an impact. It is making the impact. It really is.